remember, this is just the teaser. The full interview that is lined up at 9 p.m. tonight, where you get to hear on every issue. But even as we continue to give you glimpses into what really Putin spoke about ahead of his India visit, while he hailed Modi-nomics, Russian President Vladimir Putin also spoke about the car ride with Dosti Modi. Yes, it is an India Today exclusive, an India Today global exclusive, where Putin said that he wanted the car ride with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He told India Today that the car ride with Prime Minister Narendra Modi was his idea, and he wanted to be on that ride with Prime Minister Narendra Modi because he wanted that time to speak to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Putin has said that the car ride with Modi is a symbol of our Dosti. Those are the exact words that Putin has described this equation. He said that the car ride with Modi is a symbol of our Dosti, unquote. And we now get you that exclusive excerpt from this global exclusive interview on popular demand. Listen in.
Very interesting question, because when you met Prime Minister Narendra Modi in SCO, and there was this picture and video of you and him going in a car, and we're showing it to our viewers right now. You were traveling in a car with him. Was it pre-planned, or how did it go about? How did it happen, and what did you discuss in the car?
Well, we were talking about just the current agenda. It was not pre-planned. We just went outside into the street, and my car was there, and I suggested that we should get together just, as a sign of friendship, of comradeship. There's nothing, no complicated orchestration, just as friends. We got together in one car and we spoke. Along the road, there was always something to talk about. And, we had a conversation. We even sat in the car for quite some time. And then I said, yes, we should go because they're waiting for us. But there's nothing special about that. It just testifies to the fact that there's a lot we have to talk about, and these topics are of importance to us.
Right. President Sir, the fact that you're going to go to India, you just said that both leaders are going to cement the guarantees that you give each other. What are the kind of announcements that we can expect? We've heard about technology transfer, we've heard about trade enhancement. What are the solid announcements during this visit? And I ask you this is because the world, and you know who I mean, would be watching.
Well, the world is going to be watching. I don't think there's anything special about that, because, India is a great country, 1.5 billion people. It's a developing economy where the rate of growth is 7.7%. This is the first result in the world. Prime Minister Modi has managed to achieve that, and this says a lot the Indian nation can take pride in. There's all to be proud of. Of course, there are always detractors, critics who believe that this can be done better, but that said, the result is evident. We've got a whole plan for cooperation which covers the most important spheres and fields. The most important ones are certainly oriented towards the future, and one of them is high technology. India and Russia are working together in outer space exploration, in energy, nuclear energy in particular, which is well known because, we are one of the leaders in that field. Also shipbuilding, aircraft building. We have very many interesting directions which are oriented towards the future. Or let's take artificial intelligence. We'll probably talk about that later. But this is one of the key technologies of the future which is reshaping the world as we speak, because it manages to multiply things many-fold, but at the same time it creates certain challenges to be addressed. And we'll talk about all of that. And as Prime Minister Modi thinks and what I think, well, we'll choose what is of the greatest significance at this stage, and we'll help with that.
Agreement, sir?
Well, of course, but we should probably not announce them right now because, all of that is going to be announced in the course of the visit. We will present that to the public. And then the colleagues will present all of these agreements to us and we'll have to give our final approval to these agreements.